Welcome back into Game Fanatics to our continuing Let's Play of Caribbean Legends. Before we jump back into the game, of course, we're going to check out the comment section on yesterday's video. And also, I recently started recording some product review videos again. Hopefully those will start going up on the channel in a week or two. On my second channel, which is Taste Buds Reviews. Yeah, this is hilarious because both times this morning I've gone to review a product, and she's so used to me doing these videos now, these recordings for Caribbean Legend, that as soon as I started recording, both times she came up and hopped right in my lap. Luckily for her, the second time I'm not getting up right afterwards. I'm just going to start recording this video so she gets to stay. But last time she did it right before I was going to head to the gym. She was very disappointed when I got up almost immediately. With that said, let's jump into the comment section here. Alright, so we got a couple of comments here from Mangy. Let me see what we can go over here. Alright, so first one, since you decide not to pay attention to that part, alright, I will explain. I didn't decide not to pay attention to that part. I wasn't gonna try to roll back to when she said that a halfway through the previous day's recording to read one dialogue line when you told me she gave me a gift, and then the following day you tell me that no, it was something important that you had to go back to and read in order to know what it was. But at that point, I'm a day and a half into playing through the game further, and I don't know where that point was in either of those instances as far as like the save files. So one thing I love with the 1.7 update is the auto saving. It does it way more frequently for you. The problem is that it still adds to the amount of like save files that you have. So if you're only looking to roll back a little bit, it's very helpful, because you're only looking to, get back to a part that you were recently at. You can remember what you were doing. But if I've got to roll back a whole day, it's very difficult to find the exact moment I am looking for, because there are so many saves that just pile up. Like, there's so many save files to try and find. And these are all autosaves. Like, if it was only a couple of autosaves and the rest were like my manual ones, that would be one thing. It would be easy enough to go back and try and find one, but it's very difficult, especially just for a single line of dialogue. When it's just something that you could tell me. Like that. And it's not like I wanted to ignore it. You keep saying that this 0.5 to 1 second protection exists. I thought it was an NPC bothering me because I literally just hit shift to start running through town, and it started that pan camera of an NPC talking to me. So I thought that's what it was, so I started clicking, and it happened to be Helen wanting to say something to me. I realized it very quickly, but I had already clicked through the initial dialogue, so I could not read the part that you're telling me that I needed to read. It's not because I was choosing not to, it's because I'm annoyed when I'm running through town and all the NPCs are hitting me with the automated dialogue, and that 0.5 to, which now you're saying 1 second protection, it doesn't do enough to dissuade me from wanting to click through and get out of that dialogue. Honestly, it's one of the more obnoxious parts of the game, is the forced dialogue when you're trying to run through town, that it results in this. Alright, so this is the gift that she offers you half a year after romancing her. Now, I do want to know, is this a gift that both Helen and Mary offer you, or is this exclusive to Helen? I won't ask you what Mary's is if they are different, because obviously we're going to play through that next time. So that's fine, don't spoil me on that. but if they are the same, that'd be cool to know. She basically says that Port Royal shipwright owes her a favor and can make the full ship upgrade, like everything only for doubloons, not for strategic goods. That's a pretty cool thing. That's awesome. Cost depends on the rate. If I recall correctly, rate 1 ship costs 5,000 doubloons, which is cheap to fully upgrade a ship. That's all still a very good deal. Yeah, it is. That's about the cost of doubloons you would pay anyways. And that was before the 1.6 doubloon cost revamp. Maybe it is cheaper now, I don't know. So you need to go talk to him. You have a rate. So you have one ship of your choice that you can fully deck out for cheap and quick. Now, is it just talk to him and then it becomes an option, or is it talk to him when you have a ship that you want to upgrade? Because if it's just talk to him to unlock that option, then I'll go do that next time I'm passing by Port Royal. Otherwise, I'll obviously want to hold on to that until I have another ship that I want to upgrade fully. Because right now, both the Flying Heart and Amsterdam, I've mostly upgraded those ships already. So it wouldn't be useful for them. So I'd want to hold on to that for the next ship to upgrade. If there is a next ship to upgrade. Alright, next comment. You're funny, game explicitly tells you can't exit global map now, and instead of waiting, you reload like 10 times. This is a leftover from To Each His Own. Sailing speed used to be much slower, so it took about twice as long to reach the Cape as it was before. My best guess is that it is scripted to take multiple days since this accounts for potential traffic. What if there was some encounters which Shadow had to sail around? Yeah, I figured that out. It didn't even take me all that long to figure it out, man. So, the first couple times I was confused because I've never run into it where you can't leave global map, where it just locks you out of it. So, yes, I reset because I was sailing up to the land and then going, what the hell? After that, I realized it might be a time thing, but I was still getting, like, boxed in by so many ships in that corner of the main that I didn't want it to suddenly allow me to and suddenly have to fight a bunch of vessels, which is a good thing since I then had to go fight a bunch of ships. So that's why I went and sailed around and kept clicking until it would actually let me in, and that's when I noticed that it will after a set amount of time once you're in the correct zone. So yes, I figured that out through trial and error. It did take a couple of moments to do it, but it was only like 3 or 4 times of resetting to get myself into the correct, to figure out what the issue was, and then the others were just getting in the correct position to figure out like how to get in there without being surrounded. You said that you want to capture the ship because it might carry the guns I need. Brother, you know that you can see the guns through the spyglass, right? I hope so. At the time, honestly, didn't think about it. I was just seeing rank 1 ship could possibly have the upgrade guns for upgrade guns, like the nice ones, the 42 pounders I think it was, or whatever. And I was also not, that wasn't the only reason, but that was just one of those ones where like, okay, this is the deciding factor, I guess I'll try and capture it just to see what else it might have as far as like the cannons, because rank 1 ship, I'm thinking, okay, it might be useful as like a fort sieging ship anyways. But then seeing that it doesn't have the better cannons, I'm just like, I don't know. No, wards do not drop randomly. It is scripted to be in this place. Okay, so there are 2 of them in the game. You just had an opportunity to have one in a side quest that you probably wouldn't have found by yourself. So that is the second one. So it is intentional that that's the other goddess drop. So in a play through where you don't find the one from the side quest, this is the other way to get it, and it's only by capturing that ship. So capturing that ship does have a purpose if you don't get the other goddess the other goddess ward. So, it's not necessarily a bad thing to capture that ship then, if you don't have that. Anyways, alright. So that's the comments. Let's jump into the game. It's already been 10 minutes. I want to get some play time in. Let's get into it. Alright, where did we leave off? Something is very wrong here. Chozo is alive and the Santa Quintera was seen here under a new name. What the devil's going on? I'm heading to Isla Tesoro. I must learn more about Chozo's frigate. Ah yes, this is where I was thinking that the Fortune is what it was renamed to. Like, my character went through the trouble of, like, noticing how it's a unique-looking ship. And then the story as far as, like, what happened to the Santa Quiteria is that it went to Isla Tesoro and got renamed, essentially. I think it got renamed to Fortune. And that was Chozo's ship that Patterson's sailing around on. Because Calhoun Archibald there is also on the Fortune as well, which is interesting. So let's get to Isla Tesoro. We can sort that out and see if I'm correct. Actually, wait, we still got that other ship. Wait, am I in the right save file? I'm so confused. I must be. Didn't I end up just sinking it? I don't remember. Now I'm confusing myself. Story looks correct. Everything seems fine. Alright. We're at Santiago with that ship of the line. I'm going to take it to... We got to go out of here anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and take it down to... Port Royal. I don't know why I was spacing on the name. I knew what I wanted to do. We can talk to the shipyard person there about Helen's gift. I didn't mean to do that, did I? Nope. I didn't change the flag. That's my bad. There we go.
Is there something you need?
Alright. Let's unload this ship here. They still have... decent cannons, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab them. Because one thing I thought of is I was like, oh, I don't need cannons anymore, spare cannons anymore. But what if I want to take out ships as a fleet and get into combat, like a fort siege? Well, then those other ships, not mine, are still gonna break their cannons and need to be replaced eventually. At least as far as I'm aware, my effect of not breaking cannons from the Thor's whatever is its companion item, so it's not like it's gonna help. Wait, what's this one? Oh, the Janissary. That's right. Yeah, so this is not gonna be on the other ships, this effect. So it's a good thing to have. Might as well take the spare cannons off of that one. Now I can finally unload the ebony and mahogany from my ship that I've been carrying around. I'll keep the ropes on me. As we use ship silk here, ropes and ironwood, we'll keep those on us. I don't have a lot of either of them, and they're still useful to have the strategic resource.
Every one of them has a soul of their own.
Alright, so I'm from Miss MacArthur about. Oh, I know, lucky you, Captain. Is it about a complete overhaul of the ship? We'll take care of everything. Our shipyard is on par with those in Plymouth. I assume this won't be a free service. Of course, Captain, such services can't be free, even for Cromwell. However, I keep my word and will only take money. You won't have to smuggle contraband. Understandable. How much? Depends on the size of your ship, Captain. A first-rate ship will cost you 5,000 doubloons, and a fifth-rate only 1,000. So it looks like it's in increments of 1,000 from fifth-rate to first-rate, maybe? Alright, I'll come to you once I make a decision. Alright. So there's the dialogue that makes it an option available. It's where we can pay doubloons for upgrades. And don't have to do strategic resources, which is pretty cool.
I'll sing and think about your miserable soul.
Any sailors? No, but we got 224
Hold
here.
up, Captain. Where you rushing off to?
Alright, since we're on a capital, we'll check the shops, and then we will, I still gotta sell the ship. Don't want to forget about that.
You'll find everything you need here.
There we go. Man, a ship of the line with its cannon stripped and with some damage suddenly only sells for 440. Feels bad. Honestly, it feels bad selling it, but I don't have a use for it right now. Alright, so my ship fixed itself. Yeah, cool.
Come on, don't irritate me.
If it hadn't fixed itself yet, I wasn't gonna do it. I was gonna let it fix itself. I was just gonna check if I needed to grab more resources for it to fix itself before then. Oh yeah. So, on our way to Isla Tesoro. Should be up this way, a little bit further. Whoa.
I see a pennant.
Oh, I need to go by Islamona again soon to see if the factory production is started. That'd be fun.
Got company, Captain!
All right. So I'm heading here to learn more about the frigate and the man himself. Oh, it's nighttime, so tavern it is.
Give me a little white bed.
Let's see, do I still have pearls on me? I better. I still have pearls on me. How many pearls does he end up asking for? Because this has been a lot.
We're always happy to serve our customers here, especially the ones who aren't stingy with the tips. So, whose street is it today?
Alright, so no new information to be gleaned here. We can either learn it here.
Nice to see you.
What's up,
buddy.
Dodson?
What can I do for you?
Steven, I've got something for you. Oh, spit it out, friend. We will solve any problem for damn sure. I'll get straight to the point. Do you know a Miguel de Chozo? I know him. That Spanish Don sold me a great ship, a frigate. What a vessel she was. Just imagine. Oh, interesting. So he might have it? No, he said what a vessel she was. Let me guess, a unique hull, 16 knots max speed, Santa Quiteria? You are right about her hull and speed, but the name was different. San Martin. I paid him a huge amount of gold. It was everything I had. All my savings went straight into that rogue's pockets. Are you sure that her name was San Martin and not Santa Quiteria? Interesting. And when did you buy it? And why are you calling him a rogue? So many questions. I'll answer them all in order. I'm sure it was San Martin. I personally helped Alexis's workers to get rid of a plank with that Papist name from the stern. I named her Fortune. Okay, so it is the same ship. There it is. A much more suitable name for such princess. So interesting. So on St. Martin, that's probably when they swapped out the plank with the name on it to San Martin. I bought her not long before Blaze Sharp was murdered in winter 1654. Okay, so this was a while back. Why did I call Miguel like that? Because that son of a bitch had managed to steal the ship from Spanish military base of Providence. Huh. We had arranged quite a show for them, right in front of San Juan's fort. I sacrificed 2 half-dead luggers in order to make the fight more trustworthy. We burned and flooded the ships, simulating the battle with the frigate. And as the darkness descended, we drove the San Martin to Isla Tesoro. I got the ship and De Chozo got money. Interesting. I'm very confused about the history of this ship now. So De Chozo had it when he had the gold from the City of Gold, when he had the treasure. He tried to leave the Caribbean. He got blown back towards St. Martin. The ship's name got swapped out. But it's saying here that Blaze and Dichoso stole it from the Spanish base of Providence. From right in Swan Santos Fort, sacrificed 2 bunkers. He told his high command that the frigate was sunk in a battle with pirates. Ah, but they staged it. San Juan's commandant verified that. So that is how Spanish Dons fill their pockets. Okay, so he had it. So Dichoso did have the ship. He simply sold it by faking a fight with Blaze. Or not with Blaze, with Dodson. And that's how the transaction took place for the money. Interesting. Tell me, had it really happened in winter 1654, maybe in spring? And was the frigate damaged by storms? In winter, damn it. I'm not totally sure. Could be in spring too. I don't really remember. Really. The frigate wasn't damaged. She was all new. She looked newly built. When I think of her, I just want to cry with vexation. Why? Yeah. And where is your beautiful frigate now? Because she is gone from me. They set me up, put my talisman on Blaze's corpse, and spread the word that I was murdered. Ah, is this the frigate he gave up in order to get the smaller ship to go to the city of abandoned ships? Then I heard that Marcus Tyrex, our code keeper, is going to hand me a black mark. So I decided to escape from that mess for a while at the Island of Justice, yep, where you had found me. I couldn't get there on a frigate, so I pledged her to Black Pastor in exchange for a brig filled with provisions, yep. I didn't have much coin after my deal with the slide Dichoso. I was hoping to sell provision and to return to Isla Tesoro in a month or two. Well, you know the rest. And Black Pastor didn't wait for you, so he sold her. Precisely. She was bought by one English, or to be more specific, by one Scot, William Patterson. Okay, it's all coming together now. I could try to return the girl, sure, but this Highlander is a serious bird, a captain of the Royal Navy, a good friend of Colonel Fox. Besides, he was doing business with Jackman same way you were with Svensson. The Scot has a squadron. Screw it. I will not see my ship again. I see. Don't you know where this Dichoso... Don't you know where is that Dichoso now? It's a weird sentence. I have no idea. I have never seen him after I bought my fortune. And why didn't Miguel offer to buy it to someone... I think it's supposed to say sell it. Some of these sentences in this dialogue are badly translated, it seems. It should, I'm assuming, say sell, so... Why didn't Miguel offer to sell it to someone else? How about Tyrex, Barbizon, Sharp, or Patterson? I have no idea. Patterson wasn't here that time, as far as I remember. Zachariah, Jackson, Marcus would have never agreed, and I really liked the frigate. I understand that. I don't understand a thing. Puzzles everywhere. Yeah, there really are puzzles everywhere when it comes to this. Delving in the past again. What islands do you want to take this time? Ha ha ha. There is one island, though I can't find a way to it yet. Fine, Stephen. Thanks for your information. Farewell. Good luck, Charles. My conversation with Stephen not only failed to clear things up, but has introduced even more contradictions. The Santa Quiteria turned out to be the San Martin. So did the name never change? Was it ever the Santa Quiteria? Or is it a different frigate altogether? Yeah, that is confusing because this one, when he Dichoso sold it to Dodson, it was like a brand new ship. Or was it fixed up to be like a brand new ship? The Shark was once familiar with Dichoso, and then there's Patterson again, his flagship, the one I admired so much, is the very ship Stephen bought from Dichoso. Calhoun, Patterson, and Don Miguel Dichoso, all of them are connected somehow. Visiting Father Vincinto would be pointless. I didn't learn anything useful. I need to deal with that charming pair, Patterson and Calhoun. I'll start by speaking with Fide. He gave me the dagger that Calhoun received from Teosol. Yeah. Yeah, what's Fide's connection to all of this? Because he is the one who gave me the dagger. We'll have to go find out. Hi. Uh-oh.
Don't
Again?
move a muscle.
Haha. Alright, mate. Turn out your pockets on the double. If you're a good little boy and listen, you'll stay in one piece. Savvy? God damn it, you lot again. You came all the way out here too. Who the devil hired you? None of your business. Now surrender and live, or put up a fight, and we'll just take your loot off your dead body. How's that for a deal? I have a counteroffer. How about I take your loot up from your dead body? Oh my god, the pistol shots. So annoying. Thank you for the loot, guys. An update in the logbook, yes. 2 scoundrels tried to rob me right in my own cabin. How much longer will this go on? Who sent them? Every chest was opened and rifled through, but nothing was stolen. Clearly they were searching for something I always keep on my person. Obviously it's the dagger. Okay, that's the most obvious thing ever, Charles. I don't know why you don't know that. Oh yeah, I wanted to learn about the Madonna. The saber of the feared Hungarian Hussars. This blade had just recently shown up on the battlefield of Western Europe, but has already earned great respect for its balance and strength. Clearly it has a bright future. It's a medium-long curved blade. Not the best, but not bad. Not a bad roll on it. Interesting. It's not a blade I've come across before. That's right, we got the working chronometer, even though I don't need them anymore. Maria. Christian Vanguard. A fine dagger belonging to Diego de Montoya. It is clear the weapon was carefully maintained, as if it had some sentimental value for its former owner. Grants a 12% chance to dodge a shot. Affects stack. Stacks with what? What else gives you a chance to dodge a shot? That's pretty cool, though. It's a Vanguard item, so I could give it to somebody like Helen. I don't think I will right now, but just saying it's something I could do. So many lead balls. So much gunpowder. How much is enough gunpowder? I have over 4,000 of it stocked. I asked because I was told to just keep buying, you know, ammo, gunpowder, and certain other items, but feels like I've got quite a lot. Like, I've got over 400 gun paper, 500 candles. There we go. I'm up to over 120 vials. All right. I'll hold on to the Madonna for now, because I'm not sure about if that's a, like, special blade as far as, like, you do. Gains a damage bonus from your highest cold arm skill. This one is cool. I'm curious about the damage, but it's medium, long, straight. Meh. Alright. We still don't have any more info about the guys who are attacking me, but I think it's pretty obvious who is attacking me. Obviously, it's over, or at least what they're after, which is the dagger. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I see a pennant.
Why are these guys sales interceptors under Spanish flag? What are interceptors? I don't think I've ever come across interceptors before. It's a heavy galleon interceptor. It was fast. Is it for, like... It's not, like, a nation issue. I don't know. Should be fun, though. Just to kill them real quick. Fuck you, heavy galleon. I do want to get away now, because I'm pretty sure they've probably been loading bombs themselves. Let's find out. Yeah, they're loading bombs. Let's get out of distance. Come on, change your weapon. Actually, this is what I want to capture, right? 52 culverines? Oh, they're just full culverines or culverines? I don't know. But we'll go ahead and head back at them now. Again, because they're going to be loading bombs. I actually have chain shot on. Goodbye. Interesting, they blocked me there. Yeah, I was not expecting this ship to actually catch up to me. That was pretty cool. No, it's not the kind of cannons I want. Culverines are not the culverins. Not the ones. I need full ones, I think they're called. Oh well. It was worth checking. Alright, let's try and get out of here. I want to be facing south. There we go. That way I'm facing away from the other interceptor, which was coming at me, which I couldn't get away from, apparently. Interesting. Frigate and a frigate. Are these ships that are coming at me in related to the other ones that I'm trying to get away from right now? I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Quest related, I should say. These interceptors. Or are they just something that eventually comes at you from the Spanish? Because holy crap, I'm just getting hit again and again. I need to get away from the west, or east, I should say. The same two frigates? No, a flute. The galleon. Right? Schooner. No, frigate. I was gonna say frigate. Frigate. So yeah, it's the same ships then. Okay, get out of here. Let those guys fight. I need to make sure I'm pointing southwest before I global map this time, because I was trying to sail further east to get away from them, and I just couldn't. Because I was up against the edge of the map. What is going on? Why are all these ships all over me right now? Alright, so we're going to talk to Fide. That is what we were working on last.
Don't walk by the poor holy servants.
Alright, any sailors? I see some sailors, so I'm going for them.
We got into such a terrible storm the other day.
Alright, now let's talk to Fide.
Any products for any taste.
Oh, this is not his house. Wrong row of houses. I need to go the next one over here. Hello, sir.
What brings you this neck of the woods, fine fella? Well-intentioned, I hope. What can I do for you?
Aha, my old friend. Come in, Charles. So have you got anything new? Hello, Fide. I am once again asking for your support. Well, well. The sea has not claimed you yet. Fill me in. What misfortunes have brought you to my door this time? I don't know whether to call them misfortunes or not, but nevertheless, I'm here. Today, the first day we met, you gave me a rare dagger, the Chief's Claw. Now I know that it previously belonged to a man named Archibald Calhoun. Please, tell me what you know about this man. Nothing can be kept from you, Charles. You see through everything, just like your brother. Yes, I won this dagger in a game of dice from Calhoun. Who is he? I myself have not a clue. We met by chance at the tavern, we got to talking, had a few drinks, and he started telling me about some sins from his past that were weighing him down. What are you, his confessor? What sins? Archibald was haunted by the memory of a man who he was tortured to death by the Inquisition because of him, along with other innocent souls he had killed. He kept calling himself Judas and saying that God was punishing him for his sins and that the Inquisition was hunting him. He mentioned that the Spanish Inquisitor Vincento himself wanted him dead and had sent mercenaries to chase him across the Caribbean. Then alcohol got the better of him, and we gambled for his old dagger. Could the mercenaries that are attacking me now have been sent by Vincento? Is he on to me at this point, and that's why I'm being attacked? Is that all? You never saw him again? Of course not. He's dead now. A band of wretched pirates sent his flute to Davy Jones' locker, and the whole crew to... I can't... Mitchland? There's not enough vowels in that word for me. Or are there every other letter? I can't tell. Truth be told, rumors were that they were attacked by professionals dressed as pirates. Agents of the Inquisition. Father Vincento always gets his man, they say. Except that he's not dead, right? Isn't he with, Patterson? Yeah, I'm gonna say, Archibald Calhoun is alive. I saw him not long ago, along with a certain William Patterson. He served as his first mate. Oh-ho, what a surprise. Archibald can at least catch his breath under Captain Patterson's wing. He's in good company. The Spanish fear Patterson like they plague. They won't dare to plot against Archibald while he's under Patterson's protection. Do you know Patterson, then? Who doesn't know William Patterson? He's a newcomer to the Caribbean just like you, and just like you, he's already built a towering reputation. Mr. Patterson is Colonel Fox's closest friend, and is well in with Lord Windsor himself, the Governor General of all English colonies in the Caribbean. He often visits the Governor's Palace in Port Royal on Jamaica. Got it. Thanks for the information, Fide. Oh, don't mention it, friend. Just come visit me sometime. Good hunting, definitely. I'm guessing I need to go to Port Royal then, because that's where I might be able to come across, Archibald. Since he would be my lead on where the compass is. I do seem to have a knack for making trouble and powerful enemies. This Patterson fellow appears to be a tough one, and Calhoun is under his protection. I'm heading to Port Royal. Patterson is a captain in the Royal Navy, and he often visits the town to report his heroic deeds to Lord Windsor. I've got so much cat hair on me right now. You are shedding. I'll try to ask around about him. Alright. One last check for any sailors before we head out. I don't see any.
Stop on by. Best products in the colony.
Alright, so we gotta head back across. I'm gonna hit up Islamona on the way. Oh, here we go. Yep.
Want a drink, Cap? How about rum, wine, or perhaps a smapple of our local production? It burns.
He's really gone into his role as the barkeeper, huh? Greetings, Captain. Have you come to discuss the work? No, not at all. I just missed your northern features. Shall we walk? I'll show you your factory. Lead the way. Okay, so instead of left for the settlement, it's right for the factory. Looks like. I don't think I could go this way before. Or could I, but I just couldn't get past this next one. I'm not sure. Where did he go? My guide went and disappeared. Okay, here it is.
Como está, Senor Captain? We just keep doing the godly work here for your own good.
Captain, almost everything's ready to begin operations. Housing for workers, a warehouse for raw materials and processing area. A worthy factory has been built. We've already marked the most promising trees for logging in the jungle. Bring 15 workers and the agreed inventory, 15 shackles and muskets. And we'll start working. We? You mean the slaves? Ha! Slaves will cut, settlers will process, and pirates will guard. Everyone will have work. You've embarked on a serious enterprise, Captain. Almost like the Promised Land, eh? Wait for the goods. It's time for me to go hunting. Okay, so now I need to take slaves for here. I need 15 of them. The next time a ship surrenders, I'll take the crew as slaves and then just bring them here. I think that's how I'll handle it. But this is going to be our new factory setup. Cool. Oh, I can't access those chests. We got the yard there. We've got a house here. Okay. That's where he sets up, huh?
Como está, Senor Captain? We just keep doing the godly work here for your own good.
Any other places for me to loot in here? And look, oh wait, I can hit this chest. Thank you. Alright. So we'll have to try and keep that in mind to pick up some slaves. Now that that is completed. On to Port Royal. Oh, what do we got here? It seems luck is on my side. Parison's squadron is anchored at Port Royal. I'll go ashore.
Ensuring the safety of the town is a serious task.
Hold up, Captain. Where are you rushing off to?
So I'm going to guess that he might be in the governor's mansion, but it looks like I gotta talk here first. Here's Archibald.
Find that goddamn city.
This water fountain is quite loud. I think it's because it's also... I think it's the rain, not the water fountain. Monsieur de Muir, welcome to Port Royal. Do you still remember me? You're Calhoun, right? Aren't you Henry Calhoun? Almost. Archibald Calhoun. Oh, forgive me. Why am I playing stupid here? Yes, I remember you. We met at Cape Catoche on the bay. Your captain was with you as well, William Patterson. I recognized his squadron. Absolutely right. Please forgive me, my captain. He's always rude to people he doesn't know. You've done excellently blitzing the fort of San Diego de Montoya, which we happen to sharpen our claws on. It's for the sake of justice, I might add, that without the preliminary preparations made by your captain, I doubt I would have even been able to run up to the prize while under fire from Spanish cannons. Did your commander find what he was looking for? Obviously, we know the answer is no. Oh, it was yes? Yes, he burrowed quite deeply into the casements beneath the fort and found some kind of archive. He was unspeakably content. By the way, if you don't mind me asking, what prompted you to attack that fort in the jungle? After being defeated by me in St. Pierre, Don Diego began plotting and ended up launching an open attack on Cuba. Then he broke off combat and escaped to the hills towards the Maine. Well, I decided to get rid of that yellow dog once and for all, so he would never disgrace the French again. Yes, I've heard quite a few legendary tales about Captain Charles Demure's heroics. Now, I've seen it with my own eyes. Yes, I've heard a few things about William Patterson's valor as well. You're lucky to have a captain like him. Lucky me, that's true. Though he has become such an important man these days, a man of high society, audiences, balls, parades, and private parties, you can't lure him out of the governor's palace anytime we arrive at Port Royal. Actually, he's there again right now. Captain, can you do a Scottish drunkard a favor? Join my company and let's have a chat. I'm sick of always seeing the same faces, and you seem to be a good person to talk to. Come to my place, let's relax and have a barrel of excellent whiskey. I'll buy. Tempting, but... Oh, stop, Captain. You need to rest too sometimes. I've got some fine hors d'oeuvres, by the way. Straight from the local merchant store. I'm renting a room right above the shop. Whenever you feel like getting a bite to eat or drink, just take a walk downstairs and it's ready. Haha, convenient, isn't it? Come on, let's go. You have talked me into it. Great, follow me. Darn it, my character turned at the worst time. I'm trying to get the... Yeah, there we go. I like the angle with his eyes covered by the brim of his hat. Looks very imposing. Hello, shopkeep. Don't mind us, we're all going upstairs.
A mountaineer knows no barriers, and I will find that goddamn city.
Small room. See how nice it is in here? Nice and cool. Here are some whiskey barrels. Bottoms up, Captain. Well, let's drink to our fortuitous meeting and a pleasant acquaintance. Delighted. Ah, you have arrived in the Caribbean recently, haven't you? Relatively recently. Or perhaps not so recently. I don't really know how to put it. I feel like I've lived here half my life. Oh, I know that feeling. Although I've been here a long time myself, and when I landed on that damned island that William saved me from, ho-ho, it surely feels like I kissed goodbye to half my life over there. Wait a second. William Patterson saved him from an island. Interesting. Which island was that? Willie is an old friend of mine. We knew each other from when I was still breathing the fair air of Scotland. Good times. I was foolish enough to have a quarrel with those damn papists and the Inquisitor himself, so he organized a hit on me. I was a trader back then, had my own flute. That blasted day, my ship was attacked by the Spanish, dressed as pirates. We fought bravely, but they managed to corner us like rats. Even then, old Calhoun didn't lose his head, and jumped overboard with a barrel of water and a few planks. I used the darkness and swam away from my ship, unseen by the soldiers. My chances of survival weren't very good, but staying on the ship meant not having a chance at all. 2 days later, I washed up on the shore of some deserted island. I had been living in the Caribbean for a while by that time, and yet I'd never heard of it until then. It is small and completely uninhabited, and I spent 2 years there, which felt like an eternity. I still don't know how I managed to keep my mind intact. You lived for 2 years on an uninhabited island? That is crazy. I sure did, cursed place. Good thing there was fresh water. I survived on crabs, barnacles, fish, and birds. That's why I named it Crab Island. Funny. I didn't have any weapons, so I mastered the harpoon, spear, and arrow like a savage. Oh, drink, drink, Captain. I don't mind wetting my whistle as well. Yeah, I don't envy you. There you go. That's exactly what I said when I first set foot on the beach of that large hunk of sand. Old Archie, your situation is not enviable, but it's not hopeless either. And you know what kept me alive, Captain? A ship passing by the island? No. Hard work saved me. Labor, faith, and the will to live. I explored the whole island, every corner of it, and I was rewarded with a chest filled with carpenter's tools, writing materials, and other little things. Do you know what I said to myself in that moment? Pour more, Captain, just pour. I said, Archie, you must work to keep your mind steady. And God has given you everything to begin. Now, you see, I started building a house near a bay, and you know what? It saved me from dark thoughts and gave me a reason to live. Yeah. The way to keep yourself from dwelling on the negative is to keep yourself busy, occupied with the prospect of, staying active can help you with keeping your mind focused and not dwell. Very effective. You're a living inspiration, Mr. Calhoun. Not every man would be able to do much, if anything at all, in a situation like that. Yeah, most would fall into despair. 2 years trapped on a deserted island? Like, there's always those jokes about, like, if you could bring one thing with you, what would you bring? Or, there's always those conversations, but the actual fact that he survived 2 years alone on a deserted island is actually impressive. Yes, old Calhoun was born in Scotland for a reason, right? We are sons of the mountains, strong, brave, and tough. Much better than those featherweights from the marshland. Or more, right. What was I talking about? Yes, I worked hard and built a decent house for myself. I also started a journal for everyday writings of my misfortunes. I took the journal with me when Willie saved me. Now I keep it in this table here, and I reread it in a warm, soft bed every time we stay in Port Royal. I wrote everything down in it, everything that happened to me before and after I got there. It is one of the reasons I still have my mind with me. So it turns out that Mr. Patterson picked you up from the island, but how could he have found it? You said, yes, the island's not marked on any map, but old Willie. But Willie, he's old Willie. He can do anything. And he found that goddamn island and saved me. And for that, I will be grateful to the end of my life, yeah. So this is why Fade thought that Archibald was dead, because he did get attacked by the Spanish, but he managed to survive by getting stuck on the desert island for 2 years, which would explain why Archibald didn't think he was alive, because he had disappeared for such a long period of time. Do you enjoy serving, Mr. Patterson? Would you like to set out again on your own resources? I'm done with being independent. Willie's young and successful, and I'm also a longtime friend of his. What else do I need? No, I'll be with Willie until the end of my days, or at least until he kicks me out the next time I get wasted. Haha. Speaking of getting wasted, pour it on. Drinking. Tell me, Mr. Calhoun. I heard you, used to be a treasure hunter. Is that so, or is that just nonsense? Who told you that? Well, there's no sense in trying to hide it. I used to be one. It didn't turn out well, though. It was treasure hunting that led me to those blasted Jesuits and the island. The Holy Fathers tortured a man to death because of me, and I myself, oh, let's just keep the past in the past. I've paid enough for my sins, and I hope never to repeat them in the future. No, Willie won't let that happen, I'm sure. Listen, Archibald, have you ever heard of a man named Miguel de Chozo? I've never heard of that name before. Who is he? Oh, no one interesting, just a man who enjoys seeking adventure and treasure. But since you haven't heard of him, we won't speak of him. I think I'm confusing characters between DeChozo and Archibald, but I think I just said it straight in my head. Archibald separately, he had his own flute. He got attacked by Spanish, got stranded. The whole getting attacked by Spanish and stranded thing, separate from DeChozo, who had been attacked and believed to be dead. That Fede thought was dead. But he's actually alive, right? Or is that Archibald? I think I'm confusing myself between the two characters. We've learned a lot about the both of them recently. Yes, let's not. Let's talk about old Europe instead. I remember 20 years ago in Scotland. I'm assuming what I need is I need that guy's journal. He's written everything in it. Met Archibald face to face right in town. He recognized me as well and even invited me to share a drink. It seemed suspicious and I was expecting trouble, but we ended up having a friendly chat. I parted ways with this hospitable Scot late in the evening. This meeting was truly helpful. Now I know where Calhoun lives. I should go there and search his belongings. Perhaps I'll even find the compass among his things. Must wait until Patterson's squadron leaves town, then I'll visit Calhoun's room at night. Yeah, I think his journal is going to have the key to where to find the compass. Or at least lead me in the next direction. But for now, that's going to be it, guys. I've got to get going. I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. We will be continuing this with the live stream tomorrow. So look forward to that, 10 a.m. EST. And, yeah. And I will work on sorting out in my head the differences between DeChozo and Archibald there in Calhoun, as far as the information we've been given. Because there seems to be some overlap. I mean, they're definitely connected, but... Or at least, between Patterson, somehow. Because DeChozo is the one who had the frigate that got renamed. Or at least we thought it was renamed. And then Dodson bought it from him. They made the fake attack in front of San Juan. And then Archibald was somebody who was a flute captain that got attacked by the Spanish pretending to be pirates, stranded on an island and saved by Patterson. But yeah, so gonna leave it here. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again tomorrow.